Hey everybody, this morning we're going to go over something that no one likes to do. It's to fix F51 error code on a washer. I'm going to show you the tools that you're going to want to get a couple of screwdrivers, Phillips, and a flathead. You've got a ratchet here. Turn my car jack. You need a car jack. Got 11 millimeter. And a drill, maybe to make things go a little faster. And you will need a board cut 21.5 inches. Just take some tape. You're going to want to put a piece of tape right there on that door. Keep it from flying open when you lift up the lid. Next thing you want to do is right about here and here on the front of the washer. Keep wanting to say dishwasher, sorry. You're going to have two clips that you're going to have to press in to lift this up. But first thing you want to do, let's keep it safe. Let's pull this plug. Here's a better view of those clips. You want to take a putty knife and you'll position it to kick those up. And you're really just hitting it right there at the base. So you're going to slide it in between the crack, push on it, make sure you have a screwdriver or something over here to wedge. And once you hit this will pop up. Then you go over to the next one, then you can get it again. Okay, after you get the lid up, it's not that easy. I mean, these clips they're pretty strong, but you can see they spring forward and then release the top. So once you have that up and out of the way, we can start. We're going to take off this top piece. And to do that, these little clips on the side, you just take them with your finger and you pop them up like that, all the way around the outside. So go ahead and do that. Okay, I got most of these loose, but you can see back here, there is a hose, and you have to take it loose with a pair of pliers and slide it back off it. So, just get it out of the way. I'll just slide this hose off. So we got the hose disconnected. Once you have all these clips removed, comes out easy like that. So from this point, we have the lid off, everything's moved out of the way. So we're going to go down to this cap right here. Should come off pretty good, but if not, you can take a screwdriver, and usually in between each piece there's a hardened piece on the cap that you can pry on and just pop it off. Shouldn't come off real hard. So okay, so now we're going to get our socket. Alright, grab your 11 millimeter, start taking that middle bolt out, the hub. I've done this before, so mine's easier to take out, but if you have an older washer, it's probably, might be a little more difficult. What she looks like. That's everything in there, so there's no washers. Put that tool out of the way. Just kind of okay to get this out. It's pretty tight fitting, so you want to just kind of wiggle it a little bit, and it'll lift right out. It's on a spline gear. You can see there, so it's kind of tight fitting. Set it to the side. Right there, we have 6 screws. You're going to want to take that out, and then we're going to start the process of lifting this tub out. So let's go ahead and take them screws out. I like to use a drill motor. So let's go ahead and lift that up. So we got all those loose. And take them out, make sure they don't fall down in those little holes right there. Okay, this hub right here, let's take it out. You see it's splined as well. When you do put it back on though, make sure you can see your holes line up so you don't wind up putting your screws in sideways. This part comes off, and that's pretty much it. So right now we're going to attempt to jack this whole tub out of there. Now, the first time I did it, this was really hard to get off, so I watched a couple of videos on YouTube and saw that somebody used a car jack and a board going from up underneath this sledge, sorry, right here. So let's try that. So like I said before, you're gonna have to have a 21.5 or 21 7/8. It'll be kind of tight, but as long as it lifts up on each side, and you want to position your jack in there, center on that hub. What we're going to do is jack this thing up and lift it off that hub. So okay, it's all the way bottomed out. I have to put this up, but basically we're going to grab it on the sides, on both sides, and lift straight up. It should come right out. So here's your hub. Came right out. You set it off. It's not that heavy. It's all made out of aluminum. We'll go back to this. You see, there's because we just started a load, there's some fabric conditioner down there and stuff like that. So what you want to check is if there's anything blocking this hole here. Just feel around for any kind of metal or coins or change or whatever. We're going to take this plate out. It's basically just 5/16. Pops right out. We'll take a look at that. Okay, as you can see, these are your ports into that pump. If there's any garbage around here, like a sock, most of the time you'll see all along the edge there a bunch of clothing or something that, you know, from overloading the tub, and little socks float up over the edge and go down into this and block that. That's usually what causes that 51. But as you can see with mine, I don't have anything right there. So my solution probably is going to be to go ahead and replace that sensor up underneath it, and that's going to be probably another video. But for the most part, you know, right in these areas right here, you'll see some socks or something jammed in this port. So go ahead and remove that stuff, put all your things back together, and when you put it back together, give it a shot. This should fix most of your error code for the F51. And the best way to do it is just to both hands on each side, lower it straight down on that hub and kind of wiggle it just a slight and let it make sure it just seats properly. So once you get that on there, I think the most important thing is to make sure this hub and the screw holes go straight in to this surface. So you want to make sure that your screws are in line, not going at a sideways angle, because this is two splined hubs fitting together, so you got to line up everything just right. It's not that hard. It just takes a couple of trial and error till you get it perfect. But just make sure they're not like going to the side. You'll cross thread your screw. So once we have that, we go ahead and we start our screws by hand. And I'm going to use my drill motor. I got it on 10 torque level. So I'm going to go ahead and torque these things down. You don't want to go too tight. It's just a small screw. So we'll go ahead and run these down. And you want to, when you tighten this, you want to go across, crisscross. Now, after you do that, make sure you can't fit your fingernail in there anywhere. So make sure that's really tight to the base. Got a good fitting all the way around. So let's go ahead and put the middle piece back in. All right. What we're gonna do, this is line 2, but it don't matter what position it's in. So you just want to kind of see how it slides right in. All right. Let's get our so screw. Got a little rubber piece on it. 11 millimeter. Stick that back in there. Go tight with this, but not super tight. That's on there. Go ahead and stick your top cap on there. It snaps right in. So, got that piece back on. We're gonna go ahead and stick our thing back on here. Make sure you got your hose piece lined up together. Hose out of there. So we'll slide this. Make sure we got our this piece clips all latched right here, all the way around on the outside, and that your clip all the way around connected, latch up. So got our hose back in place. Now we can bring this lid down, attach it, hook everything back up, and try to run it. Okay, got everything back together. It's running, and see how it goes. Hopefully it, but you can see it wasn't too easy. If there's any questions, hit me up in the comments down below. Thanks.